Hello everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm from Waypoint Property Inspection. With me today I have Crystal Brady, and we're going to be discussing home inspection expectations for buyers.
Yes.
So what should buyers expect with the home inspection?
So there's a couple different things I just want to review for people that are ready to schedule a home inspection. And the first is scheduling. A lot of people aren't sure when the inspection times are available. So inspections typically take place Monday through Friday during business hours. And you can probably speak to the schedule for Waypoint. They're typically 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Is that right?
Yeah, 9 p.m., 1 p.m.
Monday through Friday.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. So as far as length of time, that's the other thing that a lot of buyers need to be prepared for if they're taking off work or want to attend the full inspection. I usually tell people they last about 2 to 2.5 hours for most average size homes. Do you find that to be accurate as well?
Yes, that's very accurate.
Okay, obviously unless it's a much larger home.
Correct.
Or multifamily or something unique.
Yeah, if it is unique and there's a much larger home, then obviously we might put 2 inspectors on there so it doesn't take all day.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, and then the buyer's attendance is the next point I wanted to cover. So it's not required as a buyer that you be present for the home inspection, but it is highly encouraged. I would like my buyers to attend if possible. I understand that taking off work might be problematic for 2.5 hours, so I often recommend that people arrive for the end of the inspection, which is going to be like that last 30 minutes or so is a great time to show up because the inspector will be able to give you a synopsis at that point of their findings, and then you can ask questions in person. The first couple hours, they're going to be busy doing their job, so we don't really want to bother them, and it might just be a lot of you and me sitting around if you're going to attend the entire inspection. If you need time to measure or take more pictures, that's completely fine, but just be prepared for a couple of hours or coming the last 30 minutes.
So what about the reports and the cost?
Yes, so the average cost for most of my buyers for these inspections are going to be between $400 and $600, depending on the size of the property and which inspections you elect to have done. And the report itself is going to be pretty detailed. So maybe, Aaron, you can talk about Waypoint's reports a little bit.
Yeah, so our reporting process, we focus on the 3 M's, so the major items, maintenance items, and minor items. When you get that detailed long report, don't fret. A lot of it is just pictures and our wording in there, but really Crystal is going to work with you on the major items that you might want to address before you move forward on the home. And then those other items, those minor items, those maintenance items, you can focus on once you maintain ownership of the home.
That's right, exactly, thank you. And as far as types of reports, that's kind of the next thing I wanted to talk about. The typical home inspections that I recommend that my buyers get are going to be the regular home inspection, your whole house inspection where you're checking everything top to bottom, roof, attic, electrical, plumbing, like you were saying, major items, minor items, maintenance items, just kind of a top to bottom overview of the home. So that's the main home inspection that we're talking about, but there's also some secondary reports that you may need to get or want to get. And one of those is going to be a termite inspection, obviously in Florida, highly recommended. I would not want any of my buyers purchasing a home without doing a termite inspection. The only exception to this is if the seller can provide us a current copy of an active termite warranty on the home and it has been inspected in the last 12 months. If it has an active warranty that transfers to you as the new buyer for some period of time after closing, then that's an inspection you might elect to waive, in my opinion. But of course, I always want you to do what you feel most comfortable with. There's 2 other reports that might come into play. One of those is the 4-point inspection. That's going to be for your older homes. Typically 25 years old or older are going to need a 4-point inspection for insurance purposes. And then also there's one called a wind mitigation. And can you explain the wind mitigation for me?
Yeah, so the wind mitigation is just pretty much telling the insurance company how well your home's going to stand up to a hurricane. Now, just on the caveat on that, it doesn't mean that if your house is going to fall down during a hurricane. It's basically just saying what discounts are you going to get based on the type of material your house is made out of. So one question might be, how new is the roof? Or how new is the building? Or what type of hurricane straps or wraps do you may have on the house?
Right. So if you can identify those features while you're inspecting the home and it appears like it's going to help the buyer save money on their insurance, we would go ahead and move forward with that inspection is basically the goal there. So if the inspectors come out and don't identify features they believe will save you money, then that's a report we probably will recommend that you pass on. So that's one that may or may not help you. So I think that covers most of it. There's also some expectations, I guess, that we want to talk about. As you mentioned, home inspectors look for major items, minor items, maintenance items. I think it's important as a buyer to remember that no home is perfect, and there's definitely going to be a list of things that your inspector identifies. Maybe it's just a Home Depot run, minor type things that you can handle, or maybe there's a major deficiency that we identify. So I just want you to expect that there are going to be things that are found, and to just be prepared for that. You know, they're not going to walk in and say everything looks great with this place. Even brand new homes still have deficiencies. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
No, I think that's a great point. You know, new construction houses even have minor items in those maintenance items that we need to keep up on. So thank you so much, and I believe if they have any questions, that you can just go ahead and text you or call you.
Yes, and I always recommend Waypoint Property Inspection, who Aaron is with us today. So if you do want to move forward with scheduling your home inspection, please let me know, and I can help you set that up. I do need to be present at the time of the inspection, so we will need to coordinate our schedules on that.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.